Shopify has banned cosmetic products from being sold on their website. Well, not really. Shopify Payments has, however, banned the sale of cosmetic, beauty products, and including teeth whitening. What happened was, in early 2017, Shopify started alerting merchants selling anything that was considered to be a beauty product, including teeth whitening and cosmetics and skincare, sending them out emails saying that they have basically 48 hours to find another way to accept payments. They were calling their products pseudo-pharmaceuticals. However, a lot of merchants were very confused by this because, well, they sold natural cosmetic products with natural ingredients. There was nothing pseudo or pharmaceutical about their products at all. This left many merchants without a way to accept payments as they were getting these emails at Thursday or Friday in the week. You know, other companies that do offer credit card processing or payments through Shopify are usually closed on the weekend. This unfortunately led to hundreds of thousands of dollars being lost for merchants in the cosmetic or beauty space using Shopify. A lot of merchants were angry, a lot of feedback was put out there on the internet, and they were mad at Shopify. However, I want to let you guys know something. Shopify Payments, which is its own department in the company of Shopify and a very separate aspect of their platform, is powered by a company called Stripe. You may or may not have heard of Stripe, but Stripe is a very similar company to PayPal. They have a payment gateway that's been integrated to lots of websites out there, and they basically offer a 2.9 flat rate that's very similar to a PayPal, but they allow the merchant to be able to use their payment gateway directly integrated into the website so you never leave their page. When you buy something using PayPal, you may notice that you get sent over to PayPal's website and you have to pay on their page, and then it sends you back to the merchant's website. Well, a lot of merchants don't like this. If you've ever run a Shopify web store, you'll notice that there's at least a good 20 to 35% of sales that drop off at the shopping cart because they get to the PayPal page, and for whatever reason, either they don't have a PayPal account or they don't want to pay using PayPal, they decide not to make the purchase. So that's about 20 to 35% of lost sales for merchants on the internet, which can add up to a lot of money. So it was in fact Stripe early in 2017 that decided to change their terms and conditions and policy and not allow any merchants to process transactions selling beauty products or teeth whitening, or what they call pseudo-pharmaceuticals. Now, this came from pressure from Visa and MasterCard, the associated card brands, because there's a lot of things that are considered to be high risk about beauty products. I'll kind of go over them here with you right now. Direct claims in the cosmetic and beauty industry is a very big thing. You can't make direct claims of the effect of your product that are not backed by the FDA, or you have to have some kind of legal opinion or studies that you can cite to be able to show why you can make a direct claim of the effect of your product. As a credit card processing company, there is financial liability that they take on when they're facilitating your transaction for a couple of reasons. One is the possibility of chargebacks from consumers that purchase a product expecting a specific result that was marketed to them by the company or anyone affiliated. If they do not get that outcome or what they're expecting from that product, they can call their credit card company or their bank and make a chargeback. In the credit card processing world, merchant service providers and payment gateways, the number one of the top things that they have to be concerned about are chargebacks. Credit card processing companies' portfolio of merchants, they could have anywhere from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands. Visa and MasterCard require a ratio of 2% and below of chargebacks on all merchants on all their portfolios. So if you start having a large amount of merchants that are selling products that tend to have a lot of chargebacks, you can see how the chargeback ratio can go very high over the course of, several thousands and thousands of merchants selling particular types of products. Credit card processing companies like Stripe will be penalized by Visa and MasterCard with fines of anywhere from 10 to hundreds of thousands of dollars, and even face getting their privilege to process transactions using the Visa MasterCard network taken away from them. On top of that, there is a liability on what you allow someone to sell using your credit card processing platform when it comes to the ingredients in the products. There are many ingredients that are basically flagged by a company or a database that all credit card processors use. That company and database is called LegitScript. Now, I'll cover LegitScript in another video and kind of go over who they are, what service they provide, and what you should know if you are selling products that they have listed in their database. Basically, you need to know that a credit card processor has to take every single product that you sell and run all the ingredients through that database, much like a Google search, put them into a spreadsheet, and then list whether or not they have flags. There's 3 different flags that I'll go over here. One is a green flag, which basically means it's okay. Yellow flag, which means that a product is definitely okay to sell, but has been known to be falsely marketed with direct claims, so merchant processors need to watch out for that. And the third one is a red flag, which basically is a prohibited ingredient. If something is red flagged and being sold, it might as well just be illegal, because credit card processors cannot sell it due to Visa and MasterCard's policy. The red flag might be for a legitimate concern that the FDA has over this ingredient. So for a credit card processing company to allow someone to sell a beauty product that's a topical product, we need to know that the ingredients aren't harmful to your body. Skin is the biggest organ on your body. Anything that you put on your skin could potentially be absorbed into your bloodstream. We need to know every single ingredient on that product. We need to be able to verify that it's okay, and we need to go through all of your marketing material, including your packaging, to make sure you're not making any direct claims that are not backed by the FDA or might potentially cause chargebacks. Stripe, which powers Shopify payments, is a very big company. They run a large amount of transactions through Shopify's platform, so they can basically afford to turn down business. Instead of them spending money to gather enough resources, put in the man hours to review every single ingredient on every single product, and have someone go through all of the marketing material and packaging of those products to make sure there's no direct claims, it was much easier for them to send out emails giving people 48 hours to find a different option. It's not just Stripe that has a problem. A lot of credit card processing companies do not simply want to work with merchants selling products in the beauty market or space, teeth whitening, etc., because again, it costs a lot of money up front to be able to review your product, review the ingredients, and go through all of your script, the marketing material on your product. So they just basically say, we don't want to work with anyone selling beauty products because it's just too high risk, so they decline it. If you're one of these merchants who wants to sell cosmetic products either using Shopify, or you've been declined by other credit card processors, and you end up finding this video, please feel free to contact me. There's 3 things that I can do for you. My email will be in the description. 1, I'll be able to go through all your marketing materials and make sure that there's no direct claims, go through your product labeling and the way that you market on social media to make sure that you're not going to run into any problems as far as direct claims. Now, Shopify sends me directly a lot of their merchants that they send the email to, letting them know that they can no longer process with them. Merchants that have been processing with them for several years now, they are slowly being audited and sending the notification email, giving them the 48 hours. New merchants that sign on to Shopify and Shopify payments selling these products get the email usually immediately, letting them know that they cannot use their Shopify payments. I have built some really good contacts over the year, and a lot of these merchants get sent directly to me via Shopify. So I am definitely a good resource for you to use if you're getting into the space. The second thing I can help you with is getting the ingredient review done. You have to have an ingredient and product review to make sure nothing you're selling has a flagged ingredient. That is mandatory in order to get a credit card processor or an underwriting bank to approve your account for online sales. And number 3, I can definitely talk to you about the rates that come associated with payment gateways and the merchant account, what the cost is per transaction, what the monthly fee is. You don't necessarily have to get an account with me. Really, the value is me helping new merchants and new business owners in this space. Definitely contact me if you want any kind of consultation. My email, again, will be in the description. If you have any questions, we can set up a phone call, and I'd be more than happy to assist you. This is Didactics with David Lopez. Thank you for watching.